Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stun back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, diving into PKA level 150 plus, or level 100 plus really, just sort of all the way up to whatever level hits 1 trillion damage. This particular team you see on screen right here is my sort of first rendition of a 1 trillion damage team. It is a lot of stall. I will try and like tweak the team a little bit to try and make it less stall and do a lot more damage. And look, I do think it's very feasible to do that. You can sort of replace Yamato with the damage reduction and threshold remover, tap through the attack down on turn 4, and then just use Luffy to remove it anyway. So I feel like we can definitely reduce a lot of the stall timing if we sort of play into that particular hand. But again, we just need to bring someone to remove damage reduction or threshold. Hell, even bring like Carrot or Cat Viper. Carrot's probably the big one, and swap into Captain. Just bypass it that way, get a whole bunch of cooldowns. But look, at the end of the day, we're still going to need the cooldowns for Zoro Sanji and their super switch ability, because we do want to make everyone into free spirit and slashes. So that way we can both get the territory from Luffy and Shanks, but also get the double conditional boost that Shanks is going to provide as well. Now, as you can see on turn 1, I'm sort of just taking my time here, killing each of the individual mobs and the turtles, and just building up this super swap of Zoro and Sanji. Zoro and Sanji have a Wano orb. If you get a Wano orb, a tandem orb, or a recovery orb, basically from this particular point on, you're just going to stay as Zoro. The Odin, Kinemon, Dendro unit can generate stuff like Wano orbs and whatnot. So you can use this to your advantage to abuse the Sailor ability of Zoro Sanji to just give themselves switch charges if you have a Wano, tandem, or recovery orb. So the main upside to having Zoro out is that you have 4 slashes, so you realistically want to make sure that you are Zoro for most of the run. You have 4 free spirit characters in your friend Captain, Luffy, RRG, and Yamato, so you don't have to worry about that too much. It's just having the 4 slashes, and then using the switches or Sanji can be a little bit detrimental in that regard. Once you hit the turn 3 on Kanjuro, we're actually going to stall out the damage reduction threshold. I have the Mr. 3 support on Yamato. It's literally just here to help you stall more turns here. You have a lot of healing here though, like you have 8,000 healing, you get damage reductions from Odin, Kinemon, and Dendro as well. So it's not the biggest like downside if you don't have Mr. 3, it just means more damage on the final stage because you're going to have more health. As you can see on turn 2, you get special reverse, but if you have 4 slashes, Odin, Kinemon, and Dendro are actually going to bypass that, so you don't have to worry about that special reverse mechanic not only here, but on the final stage too. Once you hit, I believe, the 3rd turn? I think it's the 3rd turn of Kanjuro, he is going to start doing some bigger damage because he does enrage. He also gives you the great barrier around your specials. So as you can see, I wanted to make sure I got all my specials ready to go in case I was missing greats on this particular stage. Like hitting greats with a ship that makes it easy and perfect can be actually quite challenging. I managed to do it there, but like as you can see with this run, like I've just been trying to do it with Luffy every single turn. I've been failing miserably. So however you guys want to go about it, like take the risk or use a different ship when you get to this particular stage. Try and hit your greats to bypass that so Luffy keeps getting cooldowns, or other characters keep getting cooldowns as well. You're not going to do much damage with the damage reduction and threshold anyway, so you can just bypass this. But if you stall like I did on the first 2 turns, you're going to have your cooldowns ready to go by this stage anyway. You bypass the special reverse, and then you can sort of just sit with the special lock mechanic. Luffy obviously has 1 turn of cooldown left on him, but when we use the Shank special, we're going to give him that cooldown anyway. So at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. Once the damage reduction threshold goes away, you can kill Kanjuro. As you guys saw there, I tapped with Zoro and Sanji after, like so as the 3rd tap, but like just make sure you tap with them there with the Wano or the Wano or the Tandem Orb, whichever one works fine. Like I said, as long as you are just Zoro when you enter that stage and Zoro when you enter the final stage, that's all you need to do. However you guys go about it is up to you, but turn 4, you're going to get a 1 orb on them regardless. You get 7 turns of paralysis here, 7 turns of attack down. And if you use the Odin, Kinemon, Dendro special here, you get 3 turns of a chain boundary. You're going to get a full board of Wano orbs, which can break your Wano orb barrier. And you're also going to get super tandem through Wano orbs. Now, as you can see there, I didn't remove the attack down. This team can remove the attack down on this turn. You can use the Yamato special and EX to carry over the buffs that Yamato provide. But I figured, like, I just wanted to test it and see if we could just tap through, so that way we could figure out a way to make this team a little bit faster. It's going to do less damage if we make it faster, but if we can use Luffy on the final stage rather than on turn 4, it's a massive, massive increase to our damage. On the final stage, we're going to use the EX of Yamato to give the damage reduction at 80%. Use her special, so that way we get the what's it called? We get the damage reduction conversion buff at 1.8 times. We're going to have an attack boost with Roger Rayleigh Gaban, who is actually going to captain shift into our captain. Shifting them into our captain means that we can bypass the damage reduction with perfect hits for any int or strength character that has critical hit. you can't actually remove that damage reduction. If you do, the enemy has an interrupt, which does some pretty nasty stuff. So the best way to do that is to use something like Carrot, the new Sulong unit, Cat Dog. Those types of characters can bypass defensive effects, Gear 5 Luffy. Or you can use a character that when you hit a perfect will actually reduce it, and the new Roger Rally Gaban does that actually quite well. We're going to turn everyone to his free spirit and slashes with Zoro Sanji, use their EX, use their special, do all that fun stuff. Luffy is going to times our attack boost by 1.2 times. You can double stack your attack and all boost as well, which is great. The ship does extra final tap damage. Shanks gives us double conditional boost, weakening effect, base stats for slashes. Luffy's going to give us increased damage taken. He's also going to give us a conditional to increase damage taken. And with that, like, we just have so many damn buffs, man. Like, we just have so many damn buffs. Luffy also removes the attack down. So that's another really fun thing that you can do. And he is going to extend all of our other buffs because we have an attack boost, orb boost, and chain boundary. Not that it matters too much, but like seeing a 5-10 attack boost, 3-10 orb boost, 3-10 chain boundary is actually hilarious on the final stage. And we are going to rush with our Yamato unit, who has crit, so it's going to remove the damage reduction. I have the Mihawk support and the Ace support to get around the rest. And as you can see, like starting at a 10 times chain, Yamato is going to hit for 18 billion damage. Absolutely wild. Like... Just cheeky little 18 or 19 billion damage before we even move into a super tandem with a final tap and all that fun stuff. So this particular team, I can't see a world that it doesn't hit 1 trillion damage. It has to hit 1 trillion damage. I'd be curious to see how much further it can go from 1 trillion damage, but look, the damage cap, it is still OPTC's greatest nemesis, and not only is it wreaking havoc over in Super Boss Kazuna, but now it has just found its way into PKA and it's causing havoc here as well. But look, we have Brook to take down level 300, the man, the myth, the legend that is Dex Brook, and unfortunately, if they're going to make anything over 1 trillion damage, that is the only way we're going to have to figure that out. So that's the team for you guys. If you want to sort of tweak it a little bit, Mihawk's there for the damage reduction removal, Ace is there for damage reduction removal. You have Tashigi as well that you can put on Roger Rally Gaban that could also work. Look, Odin's going to give you just a better color affinity. But that's going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do that good stuff. Most importantly, but if you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's